Now let's talk about the Women's League now, Tayo. Talking about the mid-season champions, Nasarawa, and of course, Rivers Angels, starting with the results from Week 7, Group A, where you have Rivers Angels beaten by SO Queens by 2-1. And of course, Ibom Angels and Heartland Queens, Ibom Angels were on fire, scoring 4 goals against Heartland. For FC Robo Queens, beating Sunshine Queens 3-1. They said there was a lot of drama in that game, but then I really need to see the clip to see what's it all about. Tayo, Group B.
In Group B, we have Confluence Queens and Adamawa Queens are playing a 1-1 draw. We also saw the Sadatu Amazons losing at home against the Oshun Babes. And Oshun Babes, you talked about them, you're very decent side. 2-0, they won that one away from home. And Nasarawa Amazons defeated Delta Queens by 2-1. While definitely last but not the least, Edo Queens and Pelican Stars are played 2-all draw. So after the 7 rounds of games now, we have the unofficial mid-season champions from Group A, and that's Rivers Angels, 12 points.
Yeah, 12 points from 6 games. It simply means they had 3 draws, and most of the draws were away from home. They win all their games, and of course, going away from home, they try as much as possible to get points, and that's what champions have made of. FC Robo also they've had 2 draws this season so far, winning 3 matches, 11 points. BSO Queens 6 points, 6 games played, points 10 for Ibom Angels. After 6 games, they've won 7 points. Sunshine Queens 7, of course, Ibom topping based on goal difference. Abia Angels 5, and you have Heartland at the bottom of the table. Wow, not a good one for them, especially considering 4 goals in the last game for the midweek. We'll take a look at Group B now. What is really looking like, Tayo? Nasarawa Amazons?
Yeah, surprise. Yeah. 16 points.
From 7 matches.
Yeah, they have been the best side, the most consistent this season. So it's only right there on top. You also have Confluence Queens in 2nd position on 14, Adamawa on 10. And but for me, the one I'm looking at, and I'm just shaking my head, is Pelican Stars, 2nd from bottom on 5 points. And this just tells you, okay, this is no longer the Pelican Stars we grew up watching, right?
No, we've talked about the fact that Cross River State, I don't know what they're doing with sport. It used to be very, very good, but from one indication, I think the focus really is not really too much on them, because for Pelican Stars to be at this level, I remember last season, some of their home games, they couldn't even honor it. That was how bad it was for them. But this season, somehow, they've been able to revive themselves, but then the results are really not coming. Maybe the support that they needed, they have it, they will have better results. Sadatu Amazons, they've had just 1 draw this season. They've lost all their games, 1 draw, and that's why they have just a point. Now, if you look at Group B results, from the last group game, the last games of the season, it was really interesting because you have just 1 team winning at home, and that was Nasarawa Amazons, and that's the reason they're actually topping the group. Take a look at Adamawa Queens. They went to Confluence and collected a point there. Oshun Babes went to Sadatu Amazons, won convincingly 2-0. Pelican Stars and Edo Queens, they have to settle for a draw. So that particular group, just 1 win. So that's how competitive the Nigerian Women's League, that's how competitive it is. Very competitive.
Yeah. So, like I said at the start of the show, it's still a long way to go.
Yes,
just
of course.
Halfway stage, and so there's still a lot to play for. But from what we've seen, from all indications so far, it looks like it's going to be Rivers Angels again. That's not it's not really a surprise, and you don't get any.
I know that's why Amazons have played more games, 7, but then Rivers Angels, they played 6 games on 12 points. But then if you check what they've done so far, goals difference +9. So you're not looking at them at all?
Yeah, I just what's that to say?
Because of their superstars, right?
Yeah, they're just they're the best side, and in terms of playing personnel, they have the best side. So that's a clear advantage that they have over the other teams, and so I'm not looking past them at all in terms of who's going to win this particular championship. But like I said, from Group B, what these girls are doing is very impressive, and Let's see if they can sustain the momentum. That's the key now. They started very well, ended the season on top in their group. Let's see if they can sustain the momentum for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that will be the case, sustaining it, because after this mid-season, maybe some clubs might have the chance to actually shop for some players, and those who haven't been paying salaries and all that, you can just use the spirit, call the girls, advise them, and of course, just give them their wages, what they need. And also sponsors, the Women's League still needs sponsors. They can, I mean, this mid-season, they can also use that to look out for some sponsors and get support from everyone.